On episode 150 of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the Netflix movie Spenser Confidential. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just watched Spenser Confidential on Netflix. I give this movie 4 stars. How about you, April?
I'm definitely giving it a 3.5. I enjoyed it.
Okay, this is the story about a Boston policeman. When 2 Boston police officers are murdered, ex-cop Spenser teams up with his no-nonsense roommate Hawk to take down the criminals. This was directed by
Peter Berg, who we love from years ago, Chicago Hope. He's known for Mile 22, Lone Survivor, Battleship, Hancock, and Friday Night Lights.
The writers were Sean O'Keefe, who's known, this was his first screenplay.
That's right.
And Brian Helgeland, he's the guy who wrote Knight's Tale, one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies, Man on Fire, 42, and L.A. Confidential. And this is based off the novel by Atkins.
The cast was, of course, Marc Wahlberg. He was Spenser. He's amazing, as always. Winston Duke, who I don't know if y'all remember, he was the dad in Us, and he was also in Black Panther.
Yep.
Right? Arkin, Iliza, Shlesinger, who is hilarious, and she's a comedian. Gaston, Bokeem, Woodbine, Marc, Maron, and James DuMont.
This had a runtime of 111 minutes, and it was rated R for violence and language throughout and sexual content.
Okay, I want to just jump in. I absolutely love this. This is the thing about movies. Sometimes you turn one on and you just laugh, have fun. You follow the story. It was so well done.
Yeah, this was one of those movies that just really surprised us. I mean, this has been out on Netflix for a couple weeks now, and we've passed it over multiple times. And
I don't know why.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, we thoroughly enjoyed this. Highly entertaining. This mixes police drama with comedy.
Yeah, the friendship between the 3 men, I loved it. It's hilarious how they pick on one another. They take care of I just enjoyed it.
And the jokes with the dog.
Oh, that was
funny. I mean, Winston Duke as Hawk, he was just perfectly cast for that role. And watching the movie, I had no idea that he was the actor from Us.
Yeah, so, took a long time I don't know why.
I didn't put that together. I mean,
I also want to talk, the only woman really in the movie, she's a top character. She is hilarious. As a strong woman, she is just loud. She is hilarious, funny. I thought she made this movie. I really did.
So the movie is set in Boston, if I didn't say that already. And the Boston accents and her accent, it cracked me up. Even the end with the final scene where I want some lobster.
Yeah. She is just, all of them together. And as you mentioned, Arkin as a fighting coach.
Yeah, as an MMA coach. That was hilariously cast. But he was really good as Henry.
Yeah.
So.
And Tim and I are huge Marc Wahlberg fans anyway. I mean, I am. I just adore him. But this movie, I don't know why I don't know why we waited to see it. But listen, we thoroughly enjoyed this movie. We have told so many people since seeing this. This is just hilarious. I think that the theme, Tim talked about this with me, and the tone is more of someone has to stand up for injustice.
Right. So he was a cop who was wrongly accused of something. Well, he wasn't wrongly accused because he did the crime, but
for a reason.
For a reason. So he spent 5 years in jail and lost his badge, but he came out and fell into this whole crime scene thing with the 2 dead cops. So
absolutely,
I thought the acting in this was really well acted. I mean, Marc Wahlberg is not, he doesn't have a great depth of his acting, but he's perfectly cast in most of the roles that he has.
He did great. I thought the direction was phenomenal.
Well, it's Peter Berg. I mean,
he's our favorite.
Really good director.
Yeah. Anything with his name on it's always a go. The score, Tim doesn't remember noticing it. I remember it being good. I didn't
remember the score. But that, to me, that's a really good score. When you don't notice the score,
true,
it just adds the ambiance of the movie, but, doesn't interfere with it.
And I thought the cinematography was great for Boston.
Yeah,
it showed stuff. It handled everything. And there were several different, movie sets. So that meant the production design, too.
Yeah, the production design was fine. That, when you have a piece that's set in modern time, you don't really notice the production because it's just what you see every day.
Right.
Special effects, it was fun. The fight scenes,
and even all the animals at the end. I mean, there were little things,
There's a scene where a truck wrecks some havoc on things. And so I thought, good car wrecking and stuff, editing. Yeah, it was good.
Absolutely. The pace definitely moved along well. I just, hats off. When you're watching something and it keeps moving, it's delightful.
Yeah, I don't recall there ever being a slow moment in this movie.
No.
So.
And the dialogue, as we've talked, is hilarious. It just...
The dialogue between Marc Wahlberg and Winston Duke,
I know.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
So.
There's something about... men and friendship too. With this, just really shows that.
And when we say this was a comedy, but it wasn't a slapstick type comedy.
Right.
It was more of a situational comedy, and the things that kept happening.
And I think that's why I delayed seeing it, Tim. I thought it was going to be more slapstick, and I don't like that. But boy, what a treat this was! Y'all absolutely have to see this movie.
Yeah, if you've got nothing better to do tonight, go ahead and watch this because I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, you'll laugh. It gets us out of the where we are with this serious pandemic, and it'll have you escape for a little while.
So there you go. April gives this 3.5, and did you say 3.5?
Yes.
And I gave it 4 stars. I mean, it's thoroughly enjoyable and very, very entertaining. So.
And I also want to say we just hit 150 episodes. So I want to say thank you so much to everyone from our theater, the Springs Cinema and Tap House in Sandy Springs, Georgia, to the fans, to everyone that has been involved with our passion and leading here. We're going to celebrate. Tomorrow we are recording a very personal podcast. And y'all have asked for this for a long time, and we're looking forward to it. But I want to thank you for all your support.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. We couldn't have gotten to 150 episodes without you. So thanks a lot.
Absolutely. And we just love it. We've loved seeing you at the movies. And if we haven't seen you at the movies, we've talked about movies. If we haven't met you at a film festival, we've heard from you on email or any other ways. But we just are so grateful.
Yeah, thanks a lot once again. And thanks for listening. And please tell a friend about the podcast. We really appreciate it.
We'll see you on the couch right now and hopefully see you at the movies soon.
See you at the movies.